Ooh, now that is hot. As if the highly dynamic, supercharged Leo full moon wasn't enough to bless us on this day, we have another really steamy concoction, and that is the conjunction of Mars and Venus. Now, this is interesting because Mars and Venus have this very unique little cosmic dance that they do. And it gets really interesting when they both go retrograde. So here's the thing. Venus has just finished up a retrograde, as we are all pretty sure, well aware. And so she's moving slow. Venus has recently stationed direct in Capricorn. She's moving kind of slow. She's getting up that momentum. But as she is doing so, Mars swoops in from behind and meets up with Venus. So it's interesting because usually Venus is the faster moving planet in pursuit of other planets. But this time Mars catches up to her. So this is special because when Mars and Venus conjoin, it is hot. It is like sensual and sexy and flirtatious and charming, and it's magnetic. Like Venus is a very magnetic planet, and Mars really energizes it. It lights her fire. It lights our relationship fire. And so, yeah, we're bringing that passion into our relationships for better or for worse. Because, passion can go a lot of different ways. Passion can be like love and just like desire. And, it can also be like rage and I want you to think the same way I do and stuff like that. So there can, like, if there has been unresolved residuals from the Venus retrograde process, Mars could potentially inflame that or could reignite something. And I think the real juicy one is coming a little bit later, but let's break this down. So in some of my research, so I've been following the dance of Mars and Venus quite closely lately. So I noticed that in 2020, the year that the lockdown initiated and everything, Mars and Venus, we call it reformation, where they were about to make an aspect and then due to retrograde, they couldn't connect. So there's something about their connection that has really painted a picture of the way that we've been socializing, at least on a grander, like collective level. Obviously, like we as individuals are free to do as we please, but I feel that, or I've noticed rather, that the dance of Mars and Venus has really reflected the general consensus of how safe it's been for us to connect or go outside of our bubble, rather. So in 2020, Venus and Mars would be about to connect, and then one of them would retrograde, and it would not happen. And so therefore, they did not make any harmonious aspects in 2020 until a very quick, brief one in September, I believe, of 2020. And so that seemed to me to describe some of their challenges, and I have a whole article detailing that if you're interested, and we go into essential dignity and all of that. And even better, there's a video of me on Astrology Hub talking with Amanda Poole Walsh about it. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But the union of Venus and Mars is exciting to me because I feel like, the Omicron surge is dwindling, and it's like considered, I think, at least where I live, really safe, to be like getting out there. And that's how I feel. That's how I personally feel. So Mars and Venus linking up, it feels like a couple different things. Feels like, Mars and Venus are also both really dignified in Capricorn. So Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Venus holds triplicity in Capricorn. She may even be in her terms right now. Let's see. I believe she is. Yep, Venus. Oh, yeah, she's in her terms. So Venus is very dignified in Capricorn right now too. So that means that they're both like ready to rock and roll. But the thing with Capricorn is that both signs, Capricorn really cares about quality. So Venus and Mars, like if there is a new relationship that is starting, chances are you've been eyeing each other up for a while. and you're feeling really confident that this is something that we should do. Like, this makes sense. We make sense together. Capricorn is a sign that really cares about stability, really cares about quality. Venus in Capricorn isn't one, and Venus has been in Capricorn for a long time. So we've been really meditating on this. Specifically our long-term investments and our relationships, which relationships we're really feeling the need or the desire to prioritize most. So Mars and Venus is really going to ignite something. And so that could be something within like a new relationship that's budding, but you both feel really confident about it. Or this could have to do with a long-term relationship, kind of breathing new life into the relationship department again. If you're in a creative profession, if you're in like anything Venusian, let's say design, music, aesthetics, people, this Mars conjunction is really going to energize it. So here's something interesting though, is that Mars is going to speed ahead. Venus is going to pick up speed and catch up to Mars. So they're going to be traveling very closely here for a while. Venus and Mars are going to conjoin. They're going to hold hands from the final degree of Capricorn into the first degree of Aquarius, which is recently where Jupiter and Saturn started a whole new cycle as well. So 0 degrees Aquarius is a hot degree right now. Lots of new beginnings happening there. So look at your Aquarius house, or look at where you have 0 degrees Aquarius in your chart and see, because this is really important. There's a lot of new stuff coming in. And I see that hand holding into a new territory as specifically an air sign, as a symbolism of breathing new life into the relationship, which sounds like really good news. But then Venus kind of gets tangled up in March between Mars and Saturn and gets a little sticky. So we'll have to see how things go. But for right now, Mars is really bringing some passion into our creative pursuits, into our relationships. It's energizing them. This is a time to give and prioritize a lot of energy into the relationships that you deeply value most and really want to contribute to, really want to continue to show up for. This is also a really flirtatious time, a really romantic time. So yes, it sounds like it's going to be a good Valentine's Day for folks. And yeah, really, really steamy. So I hope that this is really creative for you and really energizing and fulfilling for you in the social and relationship department. I know it's going to be in my book. I got some good plans for next week. And yeah, I hope it's fabulous for you too. And that was your Mars conjunct Venus astrology shot of the day. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also check out my website, catherineurban.com, where you can book your year ahead reading and we can see what 2022 has in store for you. Bye.